Sp4zie commentary and plenty.
Hello YouTube, Sp4zie coming right at you with another commentary. Today we're playing Diana mid, and we are rocking hybrid pen marks, health seals, magic resist glyphs, and AP quints. Hybrid pen marks is definitely the way to go. The seals could be switched out for armor, and probably should, especially versus a matchup like, I don't know, Zed. It's pretty no-brainer to go armor. And then I'm rocking 21, 9, and 0. I do like to grab those 9 in defense instead of utility, although movement speed could be nice. That's the way I like to do it. Grab yourself a drink. I've got a cup of Earl Grey tea. And it's just the right temperature too. Diana mid. Alright. First things first, actually, I want to go ahead and say thank you guys for the amazing feedback on the Rammus montage. Those type of videos take a lot of time to do, so I can't do them that often. But when I do, it just feels great that you guys are still letting me know to such extent how much you enjoy them, because that, you know, really motivates me to do more of them. So thank you so much for that. Keep that up and keep sharing those type of videos with your friends, and it really will, you know, allow me to do more of them. Sp4zie coming in for a little gank here. He's gonna juke the knockup, but he's gonna flash anyways. I, for some reason, take the turret aggro here. I was sure Sp4zie was going into it first, and I flash out. Even though I probably shouldn't have, I felt like I was scared there, I guess. But I could have probably saved my flash there, to be honest. Kog'Maw doesn't have any aggressive summoners. But yeah, Diana mid. Man, I wouldn't like Diana mid. It's just not in meta, I guess. But, yeah, the laning phase is gonna be you trying to survive. I went for a Doran start here. Usually you kind of want to go Flask because you just want to sustain and just grab last hits and not get too much pwned. Kog'Maw is an ideal matchup actually because, you know, he actually kind of does the same. He want to wait out a couple of others. Kog'Maw wants to wait even post 6 before he does anything. And whereas Diana can actually go in and deal some damage and grab kills at level 6. But pre-6 on Diana, you're just going to stand there and you're just going to try not to die and not to get too far behind. And then you're going to get a little power to speak at 6, and then you're hopefully going to be able to kill them. That is the overall laning phase of Diana. Let's talk a little bit about her in general. She is just not really up there, I guess. I wish she were, because I really like her in theory, but she's just not. I mean, let's just compare her potential with, for instance, LeBlanc. Like, LeBlanc can just, in solo queue, get a little bit ahead. Doesn't have as awful of a laning phase either. And then when she's 6, she can just pick out any target. And even the pick potential on LeBlanc is way better than Diana, because Diana has that awkward little Q, and then the R range is basically what defines how much you can do. And the W range is even, I feel like it's longer, the W range on LeBlanc. So even there you get more utility and more pick potential, and then you got the stun and everything else on LeBlanc's kit. It's just overall better for the you know, the work you want to be doing on both those types of champion. Now, admittedly, Diana can also set up plays for the team a little bit better. She can go in with the R and sacrifice the cooldown to get a nice E on like 3 targets or something like that. But it's still not, you know, as good as having just the mere potential to just pick the ADC out of the fight and just remove them, right? Oh god, I need to sip of that tea already. And that's just my overall thoughts on Diana. That being said, I still love playing her, and I still pick her up every now and again, and, you know, it's just, I just want to play her. And also, right now, I feel like Diana is a pretty good, close comparison to Echo, which is coming out, and I really want to play a lot of Echo when he comes out. He's sort of an AP damage dealing champion. I feel like Echo is going to be a little bit stronger because of the utility, and, you know, the ult is going to be a lot of fun to just goof around with, but that's why I'm also playing a little bit Diana. I want to get used to it. But here I finally found a pick potential. I land the Q and the ult. Amumu's here. Luckily, it doesn't land a banish toss, so I can burst down Kog'Maw, flash out. I don't think Mami has ult here, or he just doesn't want to use it. If he would have used it, I would have died. Admittedly, he would have, you know, been a little bit in danger himself, but I'm glad he didn't. I'm so glad he didn't. As you can see, I'm building an Abyssal, and I started with the Rod. Usually, you probably want to start the magic resist part if you're up against an AP damage dealer, because Diana has pretty nice base damage as it is. But here I felt like it's Kog'Maw, low mobility. He's gonna poke me down, he's not gonna burst me down, which means that if I can just land my combo and burst him, I'm gonna be coming winning out of the lane, and I can actually avoid the poke. So I'm playing around me dodging the skill shots rather than itemizing towards what he's doing. So I've got the lane in a good place here. I am constantly shoving it, and here I am actually considering diving him because I have so much damage. But I want to have my passive up and I don't have that, so I actually decided against it. But look at that damage. It's coming out pretty nicely right now. Sp4zie is doing a really good job here following because she realizes that bot could be coming, so she's actually moving nicely, and I feel rather safe. But yeah, if I'm diving someone without flash, I need to have my passive up to know that I have enough damage to kill them. But here I kind of want to make plays. It's getting interesting here. The laning phase, the boring laning phase of just surviving and outlasting each other has sort of passed, and now Ryze is here. We have Rengar up in the river there, and Sp4zie is coming in from the bottom side. We want to look for a little play here. Rengar actually goes pretty ham. Sp4zie doesn't hit it, so we decide to burst a Mumu, and I use both my stacks on the ult to do that. Rengar unfortunately steps into the turret range and dies, so we go 1 for 1. But I mean, yeah, this is where Diana can start doing things. This is where it gets fun to play her. You have pick potential now. You can do stuffs, and it's great. So I have my Abyssal ready. I also have a Needless, and wow, that damage going completely ham. I'm just pressing R here for a kill. Thank you for that, Rengar. And now we're pushing out this mid lane, I think. We're trying to... no, they're rotating bottom because it's pushed out. They've lost that turret. I'm fighting Amumu. My mistake here is igniting a little bit prematurely. I should have waited to see if I could actually finish him off. And if Ryze wasn't here, I would have been able to follow that. But I definitely don't want to go into that turret. So I use the R on the minion there, and then I flash out. And then I'm totally expecting him to flash here, so I'm ready to do that joke, and I'm okay. I don't know if that would have killed me. If he maxes it, he probably would have, so I'm glad I joked it. Yeah, so the team fights coming up are gonna be pretty interesting because we are pretty ahead, but they have a way more brain dead and superior setup in that sense. Our setup is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but their setup is pretty nice. They got a lot of AoE and the perfect tank to back that up. It's a Mumu. He just pins people in place. But as you can see right now, we're still just finding picks. We're getting dragons, and now I think that's just about to spawn. Rengar goes completely balls deep again. I want to follow up. I hit my Q and my combo. I still have my R up, so I kind of want to go in, but I use it on the Mumu instead. Then I burp, and then Twitch sort of like bursts me down here, and I'm just very surprised that he commits for this, but I guess he wanted to see me dead. So yeah, he got it. He got a shutdown for that, so I guess could potentially be worth. I don't know. He dies, we get a turret, and we get Drake. I'm okay with that, honestly, but yeah, I probably should have gone back before. I probably didn't even have to secure the kill there or do damage to Mumu. He probably would have died anyways. But we get a Drake, and now I've got Ludens, and here is where I start throwing a little bit. See, here I miss a ward first when I walk in, so I'm a completely dark face, and then I get spotted by the R of Kog'Maw. I just walk in, and I get pulled, and I get dead. So like, that's something you can do. And then just like short seconds after that, we have a failed team fight, and I go up towards the middle lane, and I want to make a hero play, so I like flash, and then my fat fingers just doesn't allow me to do anything, so I just go in and die because I'm good like that. So now it's actually pretty... I've given them a substantial amount of gold, and I completely thrown my lane in a sense, or well, the advantage I had from my lane. And now the team fight starts coming into play, and this is where we're trying to look for the back line. And this is like, just imagine here, in the part coming up, that I was a LeBlanc instead. I guess the argument you could make is that I should play this less as a LeBlanc and more as a Diana, because I kind of need to be closer to them. But wouldn't it be nice if I could engage from here, where I'm standing right now, like from the side of the other side of the blue buff, right here? That would be awesome, right? And on LeBlanc you can totally do that, and the vision that we have right now would allow us to do a lot of cool things, but instead, you know, I can't reach from there, so I'm actually just... And here comes their combo, look at that, the Mumu goes in, Twitch doing a lot of damage, Kog'Maw's just poking from the back, and I want to find him here, but I can't, I'm not in rage, and we lose the team fight, even though we're way ahead. And here I realize I'm dead, Ryze got his passive, I'm just hoping that this is not warded. It's not, so I land my combo on Twitch, and he dies, and I'm just like, okay, let's try and kill Blitz. Got him, that's good. So the fact that I got Twitch actually stopped them from baronying, so that's good. But still, I mean, if you're taking a look at this, it's actually not like that good for us. They have a completely superior setup, especially for these Baron fights. We're trying to find picks here, which is, you know, the right call, because we don't want to all-in team fights in close quarters when they're grouped up, because they just win that. I could have gone in here, you know, when I saw them in the first place, but I decided against it. Quickly on the build, I do go Luden second, and then I go for Zhonya's. There's a lot of items that are potent on Diana. You have the Abyssal, you have the Zhonya's if you're up against a Zed or an AD. You have the Ludens, I would say, is actually really nice on Diana because it allows you to get that extra bit of burst that you need to finish someone off, right? You already have very high burst potential, but just that extra bit of damage sometimes helps you to grab a kill, so it's actually really nice in my opinion. Plus, it helps you with AoE. Here I get Kog'Maw to Ghost. I could probably have a gauge on him. I think that we're gonna win this fight, but I think Twitch picked up 2 kills there, or 1 kill and Bryce picked up the other. And then again, I found myself in this situation where I want to go in. I decided that, let's do it, but they sort of, you know, run away from me. And I get Kog'Maw, but if I were gonna have a chance there, Twitch needed to be there in there as well, because right now he's just pew-pewing us down. And that's another 1T fight, and that's a Baron for them. So what we're deciding here is that we want to go for the slow win. We're going to want to go for 5 Drakes. And now they are making a push, so maybe we can catch them out. So I found Ryze, I twitched on the other side, so I Zhonya's immediately, and because I don't want to get low. And Rengar does a nice job. He deletes Twitch from the map, which means that we can actually win this fight. I'm standing here looking for the backline, since I don't see Kog'Maw. I go in and do damage to these tanks, because why not? And that's a 4-for-1, so that's really good. And I think the key scenario here was that we picked one off and then Rengar deleted Twitch. Deleting Twitch is going to be what wins these team fights. I see that my cooldowns are coming up here, so I kind of want to go in. And I'm really, really keen on killing this Kog'Maw. And apparently that Q didn't hit, so it's actually a really close fight here. My passive hits, I just keep on deepsing, and then I got him. And the shield, is it enough? It's fine. I'm good. And we push for the inhib. Twitch is going to be up pretty quickly, so we go back and we ready ourselves for another Drake. So that was good. That's how we want to fight. We want to delete the Twitch. Comes down to Rengar. And speaking of Rengar, here he comes with a home guard teleport. Oh my god, that is so ham. I don't actually like this. He gets caught. I think they have a pink there. He flashed into the brush, and I'm just standing here deep, so I can't go into this. And he actually finds Twitch, who is out of position, which is super key to this team fight. If I just go in there, I'm basically not contributing to anything, so I'm just standing there pewing with my Q, and then I'm trying to look for a scenario where I can actually go even more aggressive and find the backline, because if I don't find the backline, I might as well just stand there and just do damage with Q and not go in with R. We find Ryze, we get the 5th Drake, that is looking pretty nice, and now we're gonna push this bot lane because the mid is pushing, and I feel like I'm gonna go, I want to go really ham here, so let my team know. We want to tank this, and here comes the old Diana trick, the oldest trick in the book. You have enough damage to one-shot the minions, but if you attack the caster minion or the cannon minion, you can actually use your ult stack to get another stack off and then just get to them and engage. I should have ignited Kog'Maw there, but you know, the ADC finishes him off, so we're fine either way. And we're making a game-winning push here, and I mean, as you can see, the damage from Diana, it's up there, man. Like, you have the potential to just delete people, and it's awesome. But getting into the scenarios of where you can do it, it's just so much more difficult on her. Here I need to run back because Twitch looks like he's coming. Is he? Yes? No? Okay, he appeared. Alright, I want to go for him. I want him so badly. I try to hit my Q. Yep, there it is. There's gonna be a poop and a poof, and he's gone. I would recommend you trying Diana because she is fun, but if you're looking for someone that can delete and just make plays on their own, Diana is not the strongest pick right now. But yeah, we'll see where Echo is when he comes out. Excited. If you like this commentary, feel free to hit the like button, also subscribe, and I'll see you next time. This has been Sp4zie, and I am out.